Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. This is the part 3 in the Warhammer storage video series I've been doing. So I want to show you the continuing evolution of how we're storing Warhammer minis. So if you recall from previous videos, I settled on this Heart locking storage system from Walmart. This is basically a Milwaukee Pack-Out clone, but it is basically, I'd say 70% of the quality, 80% of the quality at half the cost. So it is wonderful and works great for this. And I showed you some of the other boxes and whatnot, and I won't rehash those, but I will show you one. This other box, I've at this point I think I have one of each. So this thin tray, which is perfect for the larger stuff and the taller stuff that didn't fit in these drawers, right? I showed you before. So let's do that, and I will show you what we got. So this box is perfect for storing stuff like tanks and pulsers. It'll fit dreadnoughts up. It'll fit like the suppressors, the flying stands. Tigerius there, he's got to be in here because his staff and everything is just a bit too tall. And then I've got my son's Necrons here because I had no other place to put them. But you'll notice, and this is the next thing I did, was magnetization. You see that sheet of steel that lining the bottom there, that did not come from the factory. So I bought that at the Tractor Supply, and I think it's like 12 by 18 or something like that. So I had to trim it to fit just a little bit, but there wasn't much waste. So it was about almost a perfect fit, for trimming. And then we just have magnets. So what's a good one? Most of them have just a magnet on the bottom like that. And they stick, and they stick pretty well. What I have found is for 32 millimeter bases, I use one magnet. For 40 mil, I use two. And then for the bigger stuff, like this guy, let's see here if I can grab him here. All right, you just start, like this guy's got 4, right? Just dotting them around. And versus something like a Dreadnought here, right? I've got like 8, right? And some of these minis I haven't done painting videos on, so you get a little sneak peek of the Brutalis and the Redemptor and some other stuff. But magnetizing the floor there is wonderful storage to hold all this stuff. So I highly recommend. So just some cheap sheet metal, and then you can just glue the magnets on and not worry about orientation or anything because it just doesn't matter. The magnets themselves, I'll show you. I standardized so everyone gets I think it's a 5 millimeter by 2 millimeter magnet. So that's the only size I'm using. So if they need more, I just use more magnets, and that keeps it very simple. The other thing I want to show you is this other little case here. This is what I'm using for weapon options and bits storage. So again, this is from Heart, right? It's just a, right? It's right, little thing comes in like that to store everything. And then you get 3 of these cases. Case number 1, I am using for weapon option storage. So I've got all the intercessor weapon options for the squad. So each squad has its own section. So we got intercessors. We've got heavy intercessors that haven't been painted because I ran out of shoulder pads, so I haven't fully painted those. Assault intercessor options for the sergeant, right? I got for the Blade Guard sergeant, his 2 pistols, right? Desolator squad, all their extra weapon options, right? Hellblasters, same way, right? Oh, that's for the lieutenant. These are the lieutenant weapon options, and then other stuff like Firestrike Servo Turret and the Impulsor, the Redemptor, the Brutalis, right? So you can have slots for everything to keep all your extra parts organized that you've magnetized. So when you need to outfit a squad, they've got their own little bin, and it works out very well. Now, the other thing I use it for is I got 3 of these. So one is just for all of my squads for the Marines. This next one I use to organize my Space Marine bits. And then this last one I let my son use to house all of the Necron bits and weapon options in one. So I'll show you this. use this for bit storage. So I tried to organize it where it kind of made sense. So basically, left side here, right? I got left arm melee, left arm weapon, range weapon, right? And then left arm other, right? For a bare fist or holding a scanner or pointing or whatever, right? And then likewise over here, I got right arm melee, right arm weapons or range weapon, gun, pistol, whatever. And then right arm other, right? Doing whatever. And then all manner of other bits, right? Just random Space Marine bits, random weapon, random other kind of weapon bits that are not a single arm, basically. And some of the organization kind of broke down. Like other bits that I don't exactly know what to do with. Then we got shoulder pads, we got helmet heads, bear heads, all right? I've got just a free, like, you know, this is just a melee weapon without a hand or anything, so it's just free. So I put in its own thing. Ultramarine upgrade sprues, right? Kept separate for all the Ultramarine specific parts. And then we got other stuff, right? All the little extra magazines for the bolt rifles. Then we got what? Sheaths for pistols and what was it? Oh no, this is all just pouches. So knives and pouches and general purpose stuff there, and then all of the pistol pouches extra right there, and then extra terrain bits. So that's how I've organized it. It's kind of haphazard, but it works. So that's about it. And then I'll show you what else we got. So this is all magnetized too. So we've got all that organized. And again, it is just, you know, magnets on the bottom, right? Oh, knocked them down. I knocked them down. So that is it. And overall, this has worked out fairly well. I transported this to a couple games, and it's worked out fabulously. So I highly recommend going this route. I hope you guys find this video useful. And as always, thanks for watching.